And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mecca of Motorsports, Daytona International Speedway, as we prepare for the Daytona 500, probably the most elite racing series, or actually not series, but race in the whole NASCAR circuit. Everybody wants to win the Daytona 500. Well, you're going to notice that it kind of looks a little bit odd up here at the front. We were supposed to see Robert Band, Jared Croce, Sam Filter, and Riley Caves on the first rows. Well, things kind of changed a little bit. The drivers that ended up qualifying on the top two rows were allowed to, if they wanted to, swap their spot for another spot in the lineup. So Jared Croce, who was going to start on the outside of the front row, decided to take the inside of row 3. Sam Filter then decided that since his spot was taken, he'd move to the inside of row 3. So they have the inside line. The only driver that did not want to do that was Riley Caves, so he moves up a row to start on the outside of the front row for today's Daytona 500. So a little bit of strategy being played out by Jared Croce and Sam Filter, making sure that they're going to start on the inside line for today's race. Well, we got 42 cars that will start off this race, so while they roll off to complete their pace laps here today, why don't we give you a look at the starting lineup for the MFNPRA Coca-Cola Custom Car Series Daytona 500 here today. You may have noticed a name driving the 52 car other than Seth Smith. Seth Smith, in his Gatorade Duel 2 wreck, ended up having an undisclosed injury. He was taken directly to the infield care center after the race, and doctors said that he is not able to race for the rest of the season. So therefore, John Worry will be filling in the 52 ride for the rest of the season. So he ended up he's going to be the replacement driver for the rest of the Season 1 of the Coca-Cola Custom Car Series. So, on the pole for today's race is Robert Band. Now, there's a little bit of irony about Daytona. It always seems to just surprise you. Jared Croce has been the dominant car all week long. He ended up winning the Budweiser Shootout. He ended up qualifying on the outside of the front row with the second fastest speed in practice. He also won his Gatorade Duel. He's starting on the inside of row 2. It would seem like he's going to continue the momentum. However, I was talking with Jared just a while ago, and he said that it kind of worries him that he had so much success in non-points races, because now it comes down to crunch time, and he's not sure if he's going to be able to make it through without wrecking. A few other drivers that are really looking for good runs today that have not had good speed weeks. One of them would end up being Adam Chambers. Another one, I believe, would be the car of Todd Nathan, starting there on the outside of row 2. 40 laps of racing here at Daytona. It all comes down to this. Green flag is in the air. We are underway. The MFNPRA Coca-Cola Custom Car Series is finally started, as they are going to go 3 wide there. I saw Todd Nathan go 3 wide there. Kind of moved himself down into that third line there. That middle line. That was kind of surprising, as they are pushing and shoving already back there. Not certain if that's such a good idea. They're all keeping it clean, though. We saw the 2 car. Oh, there goes a car sideways. Further back there. Oh, and they're wrecking. Oh, Doug Shears gets past there. Oh, Christian James, Lisa Shears, John Brace. Oh, they're everywhere. John Dillon is upside down. Arnold Columbia's involved. Both the Rodriguezes are involved. Brandon Gonzalez got a little piece of it. He can't seem to catch a break. Amy Nathan gets a piece of it. Nick Eggleston's involved. Looks like Philip Stiller's involved. Timmy Pacioli may have gotten some of it. Jordan Hester, Kenny McCrory. The list goes on as the leader is none other than Jared Crocious as we work the first caution of the day. Let's go back and look at a replay. Okay, first car I got out of shape was Christian James in the U.S. Cellular Ford right there. Gets turned off the nose of Doug Shears. And at one point here, if you'll notice, they're going to get 5 wide. Dillon, Pacioli, Schwallenberg, Shears, and Janes. Also Jack Nathan. They are literally 5 wide, and there's just no way that's going to work. And Christian James is trying to get his race car back up on the racetrack. No play that he could do that without causing a wreck. Here he comes up and into everybody. Just the wreck ensues on from there. Schwallenberg comes down the racetrack. Timmy Pacioli up the racetrack. Dillon involved. Mary Cole gets a little bit. Lisa Shears. Nowhere for John Brace to go. And then here comes Logan Wilson. He gets into Jacob Rodriguez. I'm not seeing real horrible damage. Well, right there, John Dillon and Arnold Columbia and Jacob Rodriguez do make some pretty bad contact there. Clive Burr also. Jack Nathan. Jordan Hester. It just got ugly afterwards. It was looking like it was going to clear out okay and we'd be alright, but you know what? I think Brian Fleener made it through all that. I think Brian Fleener was able to get through. There's both STP cars. There's Jack Nathan. He's actually up on his roof. Nick Eggleston caught up in it a little bit there. Looks like Noel Stiller, Amy Nathan. Timmy Pacioli's got some bad front-end damage to his race car, and same with Kenny McCurry. Let's ride on board with Brian Fleener. I think he made it through this wreck. Well, I have no idea how Brian Fleener did this, but he did. Watch what the 13 car is able to do. He did get a little bit of contact there with the 34 or the 43. I couldn't tell which one it was, but that was pretty minimal damage. He made his way through that very nicely. Well, we'll get set to go back under the green flag. You can see on the right side of your screen cars that are out of the race as a result of this wreck. Jacob Rodriguez, Timmy Pacioli, Logan Wilson, Arnold Columbia, Kenny McCurry, Jack Nathan, and Jordan Hester. Just the damage too extensive on their race cars for them to be able to continue. And that's that ended their day early, but it's a real shame, but they may be able to pick it up when we get to the next race. But here's the way they line up for the restart. Jared Crocious is the leader. Robert Band is in second. Sam Filter in third. And Riley Caves in fourth. These are the 4 that actually qualified their way into the 2 front rows. So this is kind of interesting. Alex Filter is fifth. Todd Nathan in sixth. Violet Fox is up to 7th. Doug Shears is in 8th. 9th is Tom Weekly. And in 10th is Mary Cole. Lisa Shears runs in 11th. In 12th is John Worry. Jackson Parker's 13th, 14th Johnny Gardner, 15th is James McLeod, 16th is Jake Cole, 17th is Brian Fleener, 18th is Alex Lozano, Michael Harvey runs 19th, and Sean Galligan completes the top 20. Then it's Anthony McCurry 21st, 22nd is Noel Stiller, 23rd is Dylan Schwallenberg, and 24th is Nick Eggleston, 25th is Amy Nathan, Adam Chambers is 26th, 27th is Clive Burr, Martin Zacala runs 28th, 29th Christian James, 30th is Matthew Rodriguez, 31st John Dillon, 32nd John Brace, 33rd is Jacob Gonzalez, Brandon Gonzalez runs in 34th, and Philip Stiller runs in 35th position. Well, as we get ready to go back under the green flag, just to let you guys know, this is going to be a bit of a gap between this race and the next race, because next week I'm going to be gone. I'll be out of state, going on vacation with my family. I'm really looking forward to that, but what I'm going to be doing is I will not be uploading races. I will be making them, though, and then when I come back, I'll upload them, so there will be a little bit of a gap between the uploading of races and everything, but don't worry, they'll be coming back, as Jared Crocious, the most dominant car so far this Speed Week's out in front. Pole sitter Robert Band is there, Sam Filter, and Riley Caves. As I mentioned, those 4, they were scheduled to start on the 2 front rows, the first 2 rows of this field, and they are up there in the top 4 again. Whoa! Little contact there between Sam Filter and Riley Caves. That nearly went south in the hurry. They were trying to work a 2-car draft, and that just almost did not work out. And I think the caution's waving. Nope, green flag is still out. Alright. Pretty impressed with Violet Fox. We haven't talked much about her Speed Weeks, and she's doing very well right now in that 86 car. Coming down now in the 5th position. Nope, 4th. Doug Shears starting to move his way up, trying to get a good run here. And he's got help, actually, from teammate Lisa Shears. Oh, Shears gets turned. Lisa Shears gets turned. Comes back up the racetrack, and another wreck occurs. Yet another wreck as Sam Filter is the leader. Let's quickly look and see who's involved. John Dillon gets caught up in it again. There's some cars up further up. Oh, whoa! Christian James, Brandon Gonzalez, Dylan Schwallenberg, Chambers, Mary Cole. There's Chambers. There's Clive Burr, Brian Fleener, Noel Stiller, John Dillon. Alex Filter's on pit road. So is Todd Nathan. So is Martin Zakalis. So is Clive Burr. It looks like it's going to be Riley Caves to lead them down to the caution flag. Second position will be Sam Filter, then Violet Fox and Jared Crocious. Another huge wreck occurring. And once again, it occurs with a car getting turned down to the apron and then coming back up to the racetrack. This time it was Lisa Shears. Let's take a look. Well, the contact was actually by the 44 car of Jackson Parker. Turns the 04 car of Lisa Shears, who was trying to draft with Schwab Racing teammate Doug Shears. And then she comes back up the racetrack here. And I think she gets into her teammate Doug Shears. Right there. Yep, kind of side swipes him. Violet Fox gets involved there, kind of gets sideways. And then just ensues up there. Filter, Robert Bann, our pole sitter, is in it. Todd Nathan gets a piece of it. Mary Cole gets clipped. There's Brian Fleener involved. Noel Stiller is in it. Sean Galligan gets a big hit there. Wow. Johnny Gardner's got damage. Nick Eggleston. Oh, Eggleston nails Noel Stiller. Amy Nathan, I think, makes it through. Oh, Filters. Zakala piles in. Here comes the 43 car. Nowhere to go for Matthew Rodriguez. Chambers is going to come in right there. Nowhere to go for him. He nails the Matthew Rodriguez machine. It's just a whole pile up here. Nobody with anywhere that they're able to go. And then the second wreck occurs here. Oh, Clive Burr, nowhere to go. Christian James, Brandon Gonzalez, John Brace. Just a whole host of race cars caught up here on the 7th lap of this race. We may have a very small field when all's said and done after this wreck. A big wreck occurring. I would say maybe the whole field, with the exception of 5 cars, may be involved in this wreck. Well, again, get ready to go back under the green flag on lap 12 of 40. And as I said, I thought that maybe a lot of cars would be out as a result of this. It is going to happen. Look at this. Sean Galligan's taken out. So is Brandon Gonzalez, Noel Stiller, Christian James. Dylan Schwallenberg is out. Matthew Rodriguez, Alex Filter, Todd Nathan, Brian Fleener is out. 75 car, I can't remember who that is right off the top of my head, but he's out. Martin Zakala is out. The 03 car is out of Adam Chambers. Clive Burr is out. And that's a lot of race cars. Let me see if I can't remember who the driver is for some reason of the 75. See if I can take a look here real quickly. Oh, it's Nick Eggleston, that's right. But nonetheless, here's who lines up left remaining in this field. Riley Caves is the leader. Sam Filter second. Violet Fox is up to third. Jared Crocious fourth. And Jackson Parker in fifth. John Worry hangs in sixth. Tom Weekly's up to seventh. Michael Harvey eighth. Jake Cole ninth. And in 10th is Amy Nathan. Then in 11th is James McLeod. 12th is John Brace. 13th is Philip Stiller. John Dillon runs in 14th. 15th is Anthony McCurry. Alex Lozano in 16th. 17th is Jacob Gonzalez. Mary Cole in 17th. Johnny Gardner 18th. Robert Bann in 19th. Lisa Shears is in Bann is in 20th. 21st is Lisa Shears, and 22nd is Doug Shears. Pace car peels off. We get back underway with only about half the field left on the racetrack, and we haven't even reached halfway in this event. A lot of these drivers just got to hope that they can stay on the racetrack, because if you do, you're insured pretty much a top 20 finish. Whoa, Jared Crocious kind of risking something there. He almost came right down in front of Jackson Parker. He tried to go 3 wide underneath the Sam Filter machine. That almost did not work out, and the caution's out again. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Anthony McCurry, there's Jacob Gonzalez. It looks like those are the only two cars. Here's the battle for the lead. Coming down to the stripe, Violet Fox has that inside line. Here comes Jackson Parker, though. Will he put a move here at the line? No, he won't. Oh! Watch out. That was close. And it looks like it'll be Violet Fox who will lead him at the line. Let's look at a replay. This wreck was at the back of the pack. Philip Stiller and Anthony McCreary, I believe, are the two that make the contact here. And Brandon Gonzalez was running at the very tail end, and he just got caught up in it. There you see Stiller comes down. McCreary gets down onto the apron. And Stiller goes around. McCreary then comes back up. And there's just nowhere for the 15 car to go. And McCreary takes a pretty bad lick in that outside wall. So does Brandon Gonzalez. There was a spin further up here, too. I'm not certain who was involved there. Oh, John Brace got turned off somebody's nose. Solo car spin there. And so that brings out the caution for the third time today. We have not yet reached halfway, and we have had 3 caution flags already in the MFNPRA Coca-Cola Custom Car Series Daytona 500. While we're getting ready to go back underneath the green flag, Anthony McCreary has taken his car back to the garage area. Philip Stiller has also gone back to the garage area, and Mary Cole. The damage is too extensive on their race cars, and also Lisa Shears has gone back to the garage area with a reported engine problems. So tough break there for the 04 car as we prepare to get back under the green flag, as we haven't even yet reached halfway. And these are the cars that are left. Violet Fox is the leader. In second position is Jackson Parker. Third is Michael Harvey. Fourth is Tom Weekly. And fifth is Riley Caves. In sixth position is Jake Cole. Seventh is Sam Filter. Eighth is John Worry. Ninth is Jared Crocious. And Amy Nathan runs in 10th. In 11th position is James McLeod. 12th is Johnny Gardner. In 13th is John Dillon. 14th is pole sitter Robert Bann. 15th position is Alex Lozano. John Brace runs in 16th. 17th position is Jacob Gonzalez. And in 18th is Doug Shears. Those are the only cars left on the racetrack. 18 cars, and we haven't even reached halfway in the Daytona 500. I'll tell you what, it's pretty interesting that we're going to have 18 cars to decide this race, and we still have more than halfway to go in this event. Still very much in this thing is Jared Crocious. He's trying to go for a weekend sweep, the shootout, the Gatorade Duel, and the Daytona 500. If he could win all 3, that would be absolutely incredible. But there are a lot of drivers here, a lot of talent still left in this 18-car field that remains. Green flag getting ready to come back out. First female to lead in the Coca-Cola Custom Car Series in a points race, Violet Fox out in front takes the green flag and gets a pretty good jump on the rest of the field. Jackson Parker kind of maybe spun the tires or something, but he was slow nonetheless. And Michael Harvey is going to come down to the inside of him for that second position, bringing along Riley Caves with him. And also got to be impressed with John Worry in the 52. He's doing a great job. Remember, he came in as a fill-in for the rest of the season for the injured Seth Smith, so he is up there right now, currently in the 6th position. Here comes Michael Harvey with a big head of steam. Big push from Riley Caves, and that'll propel that Motorcraft 21 to the front. Oh, the leader wrecks! Violet Fox, Jackson Parker! Sam Filter is involved! Oh my goodness, you've got to be kidding me. Sam Filter, Tom Weekly's involved. Damage to the Jackson Parker machine. The leader was wrecked. And I think it was Violet Fox that turned him. I'm not certain, and it looks like our leader is going to be Riley Caves over John Worry, Jared Crocious. But, oh my goodness, we can't even get a green flag run here. Caution out for the 4th time today. Let's see what involved leader Michael Harvey. Well, I think the 86 gets a little bit of help from the 44 of Jackson Parker. We'll see here. Right there's the tap. Yep. Down they come and gets clipped by the 86. That's Michael Harvey, the leader at the point of the wreck. And oh man, and Jackson Parker, who was up front, he got involved. And then you see Sam Filter comes down into James McLeod. He makes some contact there. There's Filter. I think everybody was able to miss the spinning Sam Filter machine, but man, oh man, oh man. Oh, well, maybe not everybody. Tom Weekly comes into the picture. Yeah, Weekly got some damage there. But we have not even yet reached halfway, and whoa! Doug Shears just made a near miss there. We haven't even reached halfway, and we are under the caution yet again. Let's go back to the restart. Well, we're getting ready to go back under the green flag. The leader at the line was Riley Caves, but he went in to make a pit stop, got a little bit of damage on that last wreck, so he went back to the tail end of the longest line after making a pit stop, so turns the lead over to John Worry. Jared Crocious lines up in second. Third is Jake Cole. Fourth is Johnny Gardner. Fifth, Robert Band. Sixth, Amy Nathan. Seventh is Alex Lozano. John Dillon runs in 8th position. Ninth is James McLeod, and John Brace completes the top 10. Then it's Doug Shears in 11th. Jacob Gonzalez in 12th. Tom Weekly 13th. 14th is Sam Filter. 15th is Riley Caves. 16th is Jackson Parker. Violet Fox runs in 17th, and Michael Harvey is in 18th. Everybody was able to get repairs done, return to the racetrack. Nobody out as a result of this last wreck. But the green flag is out. John Worry, the fill-in for the rest of the season in that 52 car, is out in front in the Daytona 500, but Jake Cole and Jared Crocious kind of hooking up there, nose to tail. They may be thinking about a 2-car draft to pile past the John Worry machine. Be nice if we could have a nice long green flag run now after all the cautions we've had. I mean, we had 4 cautions in the last 20 laps. That's kind of, you know, it adds some excitement, yes, but it does kind of get old after a while. So some good old-fashioned racing would be most welcome right now. And it looks like we're going to get it. Jake Cole and Jared Crocious now trying to hook up that backstretch. Oh my goodness, Crocious trying to get to the underneath of John Worry. Worry through the block, and he still is out in front. Johnny Gardner now starting to close in on this battle, and pole setter Robert Band's coming back up to the front. Oh, Amy Nathan back there in 6th just got turned. And she saved it. Nathan got turned into the wall and saved it. I think James McLeod may have made the contact, but I'm not certain. And we are still racing. Oh, a little contact there between Jake Cole and Jared Crocious. They come back up the racetrack. Oh, John Worry, Jared Crocious, they're making contact and they lean on each other and still saved it. Oh my goodness, that was a heart-wrenching moment. Worry, Crocious, Cole, they all did a great job making it through that turn 2 backstretch area. And we still are green. This is the kind of racing the fans come to see. John Worry is the leader. Second now is a battle between Jared Crocious and Jake Cole. Johnny Gardner waiting to see which line is going to open up. John Worry wasn't even scheduled to be in this series, but then, fate as it would be, ended up coming to his rescue with Seth Smith having an injury in the Gatorade Duel number 2. Then John Worry had a spot open, was put in the 52, and is out in front in the Daytona 500. Jake Cole runs in 2nd. Jared Crocious, the most dominant car this week, running in 3rd. Here's a battle for the lead. Jake Cole gets a run on the 52, goes to the inside. Will he have drafting help? Yes, he will. Jared Crocious down there to help him out. Jake Cole now going to go to the front in the 05. 5 Guys, Burgers and Fries, Ford Fusion. He's got another Ford right to his inside now. Crocious trying to close in. Can he take the lead? No. The block is put down by Jake Cole. And there's some dirt kicked up there. I wonder who that was made by. Maybe by Tom Weekly. I don't know. Somebody went down to the grass area apparently. And now John Worry is trying to hook up a 2-car draft with Jared Crocious. Johnny Gardner down there 4th. On the leaderboard, he just waiting for a drafting partner to hook up with. He's kind of been all alone there in that 4th position. Maybe if Robert Band back there in 5th could catch up to these guys, he may have a drafting partner. Here comes Crocious to the inside. Jared Crocious trying to do what no driver has done before. Win the Bud Shootout, the Gatorade Duel, and the Daytona 500 all in the same week. Never before has that been done. He could be the driver to do it here today. John Worry right on the back bumper of him, pushing him. Here comes Johnny Gardner, though. He's going to take a peek to the inside of Jake Cole for 3rd. John Worry going to go for the lead. 2 cars down low. Worry and Gardner. 2 cars up high. Crocious and Cole. It's going to be the inside line prevailing, it looks like, with John Worry going back to the point. Johnny Gardner now going to battle for 2nd with the 68 car of Jared Crocious. We're nearing lap number 30. We got about 4 laps before that happens. Why don't we go through the field here in the Daytona 500. John Worry is leading. Second position is Jared Crocious. Jake Cole runs in the third position, and fourth is Johnny Gardner. In fifth by himself is Robert Band. Sixth right now, Violet Fox. Seventh is Sam Filter. Eighth is James McLeod. Ninth is Alex Lozano. In 10th position is Amy Nathan. Riley Caves is back in the 11th position. Doug Shears runs in 12th. Jacob Gonzalez in 13th. 14th is John Brace. 15th is Michael Harvey. 16th position is Jackson Parker. 17th is Tom Weekly. And then we get back up to the front where the battle ensues once again for the lead. John Worry with it. Jake Cole wants it. Comes back down to the inside. Can he get the run down into turn 3 like he did before? Yes, he can, and he'll bring along the same drafting partner he had before when he passed John Worry for the lead the last time, Jared Crocious in the 68. You know, I don't want to say it's going to be between these four because we could have another caution come out. We still have about 13 laps to go when they hit the stripe. I think it is 13 laps to go. And these guys, they still could close up once again these 17 race cars and make it a 17-car fight for the win. But meanwhile, it is Jake Cole out in front. Jared Crocious still very much in this thing. They're in second. John Worry, Johnny Gardner, they're the top four. And Robert Band's a long ways back. He was caught up in a wreck earlier, and I think he's a little bit slower. Most of the cars back there were caught up in a wreck one way or another, and that's why they are off the pace. I don't know if these guys are going to encounter any slower race cars or not. Let's see who's ahead. There's the Jackson Parker machine. He's going to hit the stripe right now. Jake Cole and the others, they're coming, and they hit the stripe right now. So they've got about maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. I'd say about 10 seconds at the most before they get to that slower race car of Jackson Parker. So that could be a very key element in who's going to win the Daytona 500, having to get around slower race cars. If they are able to dispose of the Jackson Parker machine, I think the next car that would go a lap down to them, if they're able to catch him, would be Jacob Gonzalez, then Tom Weekly. Here comes John Worry down to the inside. He gets to the inside of the Jake Cole machine. They're coming up on the Jackson Parker car now. What are they going to do? They all slow down. Jake Cole's going to get to the high side, and he's going to bypass everybody. Jake Cole out in front now, all by himself. Boy, did that work out in his favor. However, if these guys behind are able to get past the Jackson Parker machine, which they have done, they may be able to hook up once again and then be able to draft up and pass that 05 car like he was standing still. He's got about maybe 13-car advantage right now over the rest of those other 3 race cars, but he may be in trouble if they are able to hook up. They are still single file, and you can see they are visibly running him down. John Worry, Jared Crocious hooked up. Now they're going to race double wide. That's good news for Jake Cole. If they stayed single file, Jake Cole would have to worry, but now it looks like, well, maybe this is a 2-car draft that's working out here. Maybe Jared Crocious says it's my turn to lead this 2-car pack, but John Worry hanging on to the high side. Now he'll probably slide in behind the 68 car, and they'll try and run down once again. Oh, look out! Whoa! Did you see John Worry? Wow, he almost made some contact there with Johnny Gardner. That's the Michael Harvey machine, the slower car of Michael Harvey that they're able to make it around. Next car is Jacob Gonzalez, and they are closing in on him quickly. Jared Crocious now is starting to close in very quickly. So is Johnny Gardner onto the Jake Cole machine. Cole will have to definitely try and dispose of this Jacob Gonzalez machine quickly. Look at Jared Crocious coming really hard. He's going to maybe try and make it 3 wide here in turn 3. No, he can't. He's blocked behind the Jacob Gonzalez machine. Jake Cole dodges yet another bullet as they now try and split the Jacob Gonzalez car. Crocious will go down on the inside. Johnny Gardner held up now. And here comes John Worry in a big head of steam, trying to close in for that 3rd position. But it's all going on behind Jake Cole, who now bypasses the car of John Brace. Now he comes up on Doug Shears. Crocious trying to close in. Here he is in 2nd. Cole, though, out in front. He is right behind the Doug Shears machine. Now he'll probably try and put a move here on the backstretch. No, he's going to try and do a 2-car draft with the slower car of Doug Shears. Pretty interesting strategy for the leader. Jared Crocious now closing up on John Brace, the lap car, as he is trying to work a two-car draft as well. Trying to play the same strategy that Jake Cole is. Now Cole decides to back out here. Now the battle ensues once again for that third position. Jake Cole gets by Doug Shears. Jared Crocious is there. So is John Worry. So is Johnny Gardner. Three-man fight for that second position once again. They're going to have to make their way past the slower car of Doug Shears. Whoa! That was a little close there. They're all going high, low, in the middle, trying to find a way to get by. Jake Cole now closing in on the slower car of Tom Weekly. Going to try and put him a lap down. He thought about the high side, cannot make the move. Will he may able to make it down low? No, instead he decides to ride behind the 00. Crocious has cleared Doug Shears. So too has John Worry. Gardner coming down underneath as well to make the pass. And they're trying to close in once again on the Jake Cole machine. Cole has been able to dodge several bullets so far, as the closing stages of the Daytona 500 are happening now. Crocious is there. He is coming 7, 6, 5 car lengths behind the Jake Cole machine. John Worry, Johnny Gardner, they're all there. Here comes Crocious to the inside. Can he get the run? No! Jake Cole put the block on him. Oh, contact between Tom Weekly. Oh, there they go, the leaders wreck. Oh, my word. Crocious, Cole, Worry, they all wreck. I don't believe it. Johnny Gardner is out in front when the leaders just wrecked. Crocious is involved. Cole is involved. John Worry is involved. Here come... Oh, Sam Filter just nailed the back bumper of John Worry. James McLeod also was involved. Absolute, utter chaos erupting here at Daytona International Speedway as Johnny Gardner is the leader. This is going to be very interesting. The people, 3 of the top 4 were involved right there. Crocious, Cole, and Worry. The only one that made it through was Johnny Gardner, and then Sam Filter and James McLeod, who were also on the lead lap in the top 10, were caught up with John Worry's machine. Let's go back, look at a replay. Absolute, utter chaos is happening here at Daytona in the closing stages of the MFNPRA Coca-Cola Custom Car Series Daytona 500. Well, we're taking a look here. This was when Jared Crocious got the run. He tried to make the move on Jake Cole for the lead here in turn 1. Cole comes down, puts the block on him. But when he does so, he goes a little too low, I think, and he gets into the left rear quarter panel of the slower car of Tom Weekly. Remember, though, he's getting pushed by the Jared Crocious machine. They make the contact, and then the 00 snaps loose. Up the racetrack they come. Crocious, nowhere to go. John Worry, another lane higher, nowhere for him to go. And watch, sneaking by on the inside, the Kodak Dodge, number 77 of Johnny Gardner, the top 3 involved. Now, we're going to take a look at the 52 car. He ended up, Doug Shears misses yet another one in the 87 car. But we're going to fast forward just a little bit here. There's the 52. Here comes Robert Band. Here comes Sam Filter. They're all on the lead lap, mind you. And Sam Filter, he sees that the car's slow. He tries to miss him. And, oh, wow, just nails him. And up into James McLeod goes John Worry. So those guys had some damage as well. McLeod was running 8th at the time. Filter had crossed the line unofficially in the 7th position before getting caught up in this wreck. So we'll see how everything's going to shape out for the shootout here in the Daytona 500. Alright, here we go. Here's the way it looks. John Dillon ended up taking his race car back to the garage area earlier on. Damage just too extensive on his Holiday Inn Chevrolet. But Sam Filter and John Worry have retired from the race. Here's who's left. We're going to have a single file restart. Johnny Gardner is the leader. Then you got lap cars in the form of Doug Shears in 10th, John Brace in 11th, Tom Weekly in 12th. Second position right now is Jared Crocious. He is still there in the second position. Jake Cole is still in 3rd. 4th is Violet Fox. Robert Band is in 5th. Jacob Gonzalez is 1 lap down. He is 13th. Then you got James McLeod. He is 6th. He's still on the lead lap. Michael Harvey's 1 lap down in 14th. Alex Lozano's still on the lead lap in 7th. 15th 1 lap down is Jackson Parker. And then on the lead lap still in 8th and 9th are Riley Caves and Amy Nathan. So, Johnny Gardner, if Jared Crocious is going to win this race, he's going to have to do it by bypassing 3 slower race cars. And apparently you don't always have to be on the lead lap in order to get a good finish. Doug Shears, he is 1 lap down. He's up in the 10th position. He could get a top 10 run for that Schwab Racing entry and not even finish on the lead lap. But Johnny Gardner, he's just got to hope that he can continue to hold that lead in order to win this race. Jared Crocius, though, still trying to chase that record to try and win the Bud Shootout, the Gatorade Duel, and the Daytona 500 all in the same week. It's going to be a green-white checkered. If they wreck, the caution will come out, and the race will be over at the line. Gardner, then 3 lap cars, then Crocius, and then Jake Cole. Those 3, I think, are going to be the ones to decide this race. Green flag is out. The shootout is underway for the win in the Daytona 500. Johnny Gardner got a good restart there. Jake Cole, though, he and Robert Band trying to get something going. Robert Band, we haven't talked about him much today. Oh, contact back there. John Brace is around. And the caution is out. Johnny Gardner leads. There's Jared Crocius and Violet Fox. I don't think they can close in on Johnny Gardner. If Gardner crosses the stripe first, he wins this race. The caution's out. I know Jake Cole and John Brace were involved. We'll look back at the replay in just a moment. But meanwhile, this is for the win in the Daytona 500. Johnny Gardner out in front, a long ways back before you get to the second place battle between Violet Fox and Jared Crocius. Out of turn 4 for the final time under the green flag. It's going to be Johnny Gardner, defying all odds. The 77 Kodak Dodge wins the Daytona 500. Second position's going to go to Violet Fox. Third will go to Jared Crocius. And fourth will go to Amy Nathan with Robert Band in 5th. But it's Johnny Gardner with the win. What a run for the 77 car. And he goes to victory lane here today. Let's look back at a replay that puts us under the caution for the final time today. Well, this was the final shootout for the Daytona 500, so everybody jostling, trying to get what positions they can. Tom Weekly, I believe, is the one that makes the contact here with John Brace. Gets in, makes contact with that race car. Down into Jake Cole they go. And I don't think Brace came back up the racetrack. I'm not certain, though. Well, he makes a little bit of contact there with the Robert Band machine. Oh, and James McLeod as well. Yep, so there he did come back up the racetrack. McLeod. Riley Caves gets a piece of it. Michael Harvey just barely makes it through there. But I think he does make some contact further up here, maybe with the 56. Nope, he gets by on the high side. But looks like McLeod, Riley Caves, John Brace, Tom Weekly, and Robert Band, along with Jake Cole, caught up on the final wreck of the day. So there's your winner, Johnny Gardner. He takes the win in today's race, the Daytona 500. And I believe we had only a total of 13 cars. Yep, Michael Harvey was the final car to finish this race. 13 cars finished the Daytona 500 here today. That meant a total of 29 cars were out of the race throughout the day. So Johnny Gardner goes to victory lane. Hope that you enjoyed today's race. Let's take a look now at the finishing order for the first race of the MFNPRA Coca-Cola Custom Car Series, the Daytona 500.
top, you slip and fall just like a stone, rolling ever faster to this nightmare you have sown.